Hello YouTube. So I have a 2004 Jeep Liberty V6. So I will be showing you guys how to change the water pump. See, as you can see, I already removed the fan. So the fan was pretty easy. It goes in like this, and there like that. It's only 2 bolts. You take out the 210 mm, one on this side, one on the other side, and then you remove the connector. So in order to remove that connector, it's a red pin. It's a red plastic piece that goes in there. It goes in like this. Yeah, you have to take it out. So I use a clip for that. A small pin, something to take it out. Okay, and then so the fan goes underneath here. So you would have to remove this 10 mm. 1, 2. Don't take this one out. Just 1, 2, and then 2 on the other side. 3, 4. There's 4 of them, and then this can easily push back, so you can take the fan out. So I already did. Fan is out. Now, of course, you're gonna have to remove the belt. Here's a tensioner. You put the socket in there. You pull the tension, pull the belt, which I already did. That's the belt over there. Okay, and then as you can see, it's such a mess. Up here, the water pump failed on me. If you can see it, see how wiggly it is, moving. It's not good at all. So we got to replace it. We got a brand new one from Advanced Auto, and I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like from the box. I want to open it up. I'm using one hand. Okay, so it looks just like this. It comes with a gasket. This is the water pump. Okay, look just like this. Come with a gasket in there. So it is very easy to take out. So you have to get it's a 13 millimeter bolt. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. So I already started loosening these out in the front, right? So now I cannot get to these two unless I loose this pulley, idler pulley. So I'm gonna loose it out with a 15. I'm gonna take it out and then I'll loose the rest of the bolt. Okay, I'll show you guys once I take it out. Okay, YouTube, so I got all the bolts out except one of them. As you can see, I got the bolt out. You have some long ones and some short ones. I'll differentiate them up there. So you see on this side where the idler pulley goes, there's a bolt behind the housing of the pulley. There's a bolt behind it, and I tried different method. My socket cannot go in there, you know, and my wrench as well cannot go in. It can go, but once you get the bolt out, it gets stuck. You can't take it out. So I'm left with only one option, which is to remove this tensioner right here. So it is I got my setup already. long swivel wrench, ratchet wrench. And then I got my it's a T55. I got my extension. Now let's see. Sorry guys, the video is shaky. I'm using one hand to video and then the other hand to loosen up. But I'm gonna put the phone down and then get it ready, and then I'll show you guys once I take it out. But you're basically gonna put it in and break it loose. Alright YouTube, so I break it loose and it's not a T55, it's a T50. It's a T50 star socket, okay? So I break it loose already. I'm just gonna turn it with my hands. And then, as you can see, it's much flexible now out the way. But I'm gonna take it out all the way so we can get access to take this bolt out. Okay. So it get easier after you break it loose. You can easily turn it with your hand. Okay, so I will not be taking it out completely. I just want to get it out of the way. So I can just turn it one side like this and then take it out, okay? Alright, I'll show you guys. Alright YouTube, so it's out now. You can easily turn it up. It's out. So all we have to do now is to break it with a pry bar, and loose it all the way out. But I got all the bolts out the way. Okay, let me find a pry bar for it. Okay, so we got it out. I would have to pry it out now. Pry it right out. Okay. Careful. That's the water pump. That's the old one, the bad one. Okay, this is the water pump right here. Okay, so now we're gonna have to clean out this surface. Clean it out properly. Okay YouTube, so I was able to clean out some of the dirt from the old gasket. Scrape it out, clean it out, and make it look smooth again. Okay. I do not recommend any brake cleaner. I do not recommend any brake cleaner or carburetor cleaner and spray it in there, because once you spray it, that chemical will get inside your cooling system. It will go right inside the engine, and you don't know how those chemicals act with antifreeze coolant under pressure. So I do not recommend that. Just find a paper towel, you scrape it and just wipe the debris. You can also block this inlet once you spraying, or once you cleaning the residue from the old gasket, but don't spray anything in there. Okay. Okay, so now we have a new water pump from Advanced Auto. I don't know if I can, let me see if I can find a part number for you guys. Okay, the part number for this water pump is T4191. T4191, that's the part number. This is the water pump, the magic water pump. It comes with a gasket. So what you do is, before you put it in, align the gasket first. So you can see it here, it has a groove, two grooves where these gasket will sit in to hold it in place. So you just follow it, and this gonna go right here somewhere, somehow. So let's see how this one is gonna fit. Okay, it goes right like that, right like that. You just push it in and make it sit in properly. Okay, it's very important, very, very important. Okay, so we just make it sit in properly, and you can put your thumb right around it while you're going around. You press it in, you press it in, so you make sure it sit properly, especially around these curves. Make sure it sit in properly. Okay, all right. See, it's the old one, this is the new one. Old one and the new one. Okay, now it's time for us to install our magic water pump. So you always want to look for this, the way how it went. You want to make sure that it goes exactly in that order. So I see this V over here and it's over there, so I'm gonna rotate my water pump and it's going to sit right in like that, just like that. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's see. Okay, so now let me take a look at it again, guys. Okay guys, so it goes in like that, just like that. Okay, so you remember this thing was in the way, you gotta pull it in and align it in a way that it's not in the way, and then it sits just like this. Okay, so what we can do, we're gonna take in one bolt and try to tie it in so you can hold it in place. Okay, yeah, just one bolt at the top for easy alignment. Okay, it's held in now. And don't forget the location of the long bolts. We remove one of them was from this side. Okay, so I'm gonna hand tie it for the moment so I can hold it in place. Yeah. Okay, and then the other long one goes over there. And the other one goes at the top. So 1, 2, 3 are the long ones. 1, 2, 3, they go here. And these are the short ones. goes in the bottom. And the sides and the bottom. Okay guys, so I got the water pump in. I'm gonna go ahead and snug in all this bolt in and torque them down. On YouTube, so I'm using a hand wrench, ratchet wrench to lock it up. Hand ratchet, I mean. YouTube, so I got all the bolts tied down and torqued down to spec, all of them. So now we are going to align this tensioner and lock it back in place. So I'm gonna start it with my hands first after it's locked down in place, and then we're gonna torque it down with the wrench, the ratchet, I mean, sorry. Okay. So make sure it's locked down in place, locked down really tight. Okay, it's locked down. Now, what we're gonna do is put idler pulley back. So this is an idler pulley. It's a 15 mil socket. Okay, so I'm gonna lock it in just like that. So I'm using both hands because I want this thing right here to hold it in place and make it centered. It's like a washer-like thing. Like, okay, make it tight. See, it's good. It's locked in place. Let's see. Tension. Okay. So our next step is going to be to put the belt back on. We got the water pump replaced. And then one more thing, if you looked in there in the new water pump, there's a plastic thing right here to cover it. Make sure you take it out. Okay, so I'm gonna get my pinch right here and take that plastic piece on right there. Alright YouTube, so I got the fan on, everything is in place as it was, including this frame thing right here. Everything is in place. I did add some antifreeze inside. Now I'm going to crank it up. Okay, so I do have 223,000 miles. It was definitely about that time for water pump. So I crank it up, and now what I'm gonna do is turn the heat on. Okay, no AC, just turn the heat on so we can blow out some of that air in the system as well. It helps blow it out faster. Okay, perfect. Turn the heat on, allow it to blow, and roll your window down because it will get hot. We want it to get hot to like operating temperature. So I'm going to leave this one open for now. Even though he had some in there, I will leave it open so the engine can get warmer to operating temperature. Once it gets hot, it will open up the thermostat, and then most of this coolant inside here will go into the engine, and then we're gonna add more. Okay, we'll add a little bit more. Okay, so it's cool. We need to leave it up to O so the engine can get to operating temperature. And we look over there, look dry. We're just gonna leave it to run, but basically that's how you change the water pump. Now what we do, leave it to run to operating temperature, and then we want to make sure that we can feel hot air coming from the vent. Since it's on heat, we want to feel that hot air, and then the temperature gauge have to be in the middle. You have to be in the middle, okay? So basically that's how you change a water pump on 2001, 2003 Jeep Liberty. I believe most Jeep with V6, and then Chrysler, Dodge with the V6 3.7 liter engine. That's how you change a water pump. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing to the video and follow the channel. And then another tip to bleed out the air faster, right? I don't normally do this, but it's optional. It helps to bleed it out faster. So we can crack this loose a little bit, crack it loose, and then you will see the bubble coming out for like 1 to 2 minutes. Leave it loose once the engine gets hot. Okay, once it gets hot, you're gonna crack this loose. It's an Allen. Crack it loose until you see bubbles coming out. Don't take it out all the way. Just crack it loose when it gets hot, and then you lock it back. And then you want to monitor your reservoir. Make sure it has enough in it when the engine get hot, okay? And then you close your cap. Thank you so much for watching. Consider liking and subscribing to the video. Thank you.